Hey guys, welcome to a new reading vlog. I just wanted to officially start this reading vlog with letting you guys know that I officially started House of Flame and Shadow. It's a long time coming. I've been putting it off for whatever reason, but I read the prologue and chapter 1, and so far so good. We're getting like the recap kind of what's going on, catching up with the crew and all the drama that went on in the second book. Just a forewarning, this will be a spoiler vlog. This is an exclusive spoiler vlog that I'm going to do. I did it with the book 2, so I'm going to do it with book 3. So far so good, so fingers crossed it will be a hit for me. Hey guys, I want to do a quick update. I got past the 50-page mark in House of Flame and Shadow. So far, it feels like it's starting out pretty slow. We did get some information about the alpha that was in the astronomer's tanks. So we're getting more information about her and seeing her being more part of the storyline. So I'm interested in seeing how she works into it. After watching beautifully bookish Bethany's spoiler recap of Throne of Glass, I'm wanting to get back into that series now. So I'm probably, after I finish this book, I'm thinking about starting a reread of the series and actually finishing the series off this time and seeing if I can find the connections, because it's really interesting how Sarah J. Maas has connected these worlds. And just as far as I got up to in Throne of Glass, I'm starting to see kind of some similarities to this, so I'm interested in seeing how it goes. But so far so good. I'm
Have you seen the sun over?
Hey guys, before I forget again, I need to do a update about where I am at in House of Flame and Shadow. I just got into part 2, about 310 pages in, and oh boy, I don't know where exactly I had updated you guys last, but I am kind of disappointed with how Nesta and Azrael is depicted in this, which I understand is they are like suspicious of Bryce and how she got there and all that stuff, but I found it pretty harsh. But I think that was just kind of like the main point of it. And I am finding a lot of the information that we're learning about the Astari to be interesting. We learned about what exactly happened with Thea and Celine, which I am assuming that's how Selena Sardothian got her name, is just but that link. And I just got to the part where the Hyde had rescued the 3 guys from being tortured. So I am like getting really sucked into it now. My mind, like my thought process throughout this whole thing has kind of been all over the place. It's really starting to get more action packed, but it was a lot more info dumpy in the beginning than I anticipated it being. But I am finding it a fast paced enough where I don't feel like I'm being bogged down of it. But yeah, so far so good. I've been trying to at least get 50 pages a day read in this book so I can keep up with my reading and making sure I get this done before our live show. At least get up to the halfway point of where I need to be for our live show. So I will check in with you guys when I have an update next.
The seas, all 7 call for me. but she's in the throes of...
I hate having to stop at this part because I hate freaking Sabine so fucking much. She just killed her father. I know there's a lot of things that I haven't updated you guys on my thoughts and stuff, but live reaction. I gotta go to work now. I have to stop here and read my reading. Yes, Mocha, thank you for voicing my frustration. Hi. So, I honestly really don't know what all I said since I started part 3, because I've been just reading so much of this and it's been flying by. So I don't really know where I left off except for like one particular part of my thoughts, but let me see if I can find where part 3 starts. Okay, so Ethan and Hypaxia had got to Avalon and met up with the group and figured out like what all is going on with them. Even when he had Hypaxia try to bring back the Fenrir heir, and she ended up turning into a Reaper instead. That was pretty interesting, and honestly, I'm not surprised with how that went around just by like the lead up to that. I had a feeling something bad was gonna happen. It always does, like the third act breakdown kind of thing. We have some more information about how to fight the Asteri, and they're just getting a game plan done. And now Bryce has pretty much all the power that she needs. Honestly, I don't know if she has all of it. I can't remember if she got all of it or if there's one piece of it that she's still needing. I can't really quite remember if we ever got that reveal of where that was, but I'm at lunch, so I'm ignoring that. And the Autumn King and the King of Avalon are dead. Yay, they're finally gone. And we don't have to deal with their crap anymore. And yeah, let's see. The Hyde and Rune are finally together. They wrapped up all their issues and dealing with their traumas together now, so they are getting back together. And now Fury, Juniper, and Bryce are back together, and Juniper and Bryce had kind of made up in a way, not officially made up. They haven't talked through like the issues that they had, but Juniper is back into Bryce's life, and that made me sad, or like not sad. It made me a little bit sniffly because of just how strong some friendships can be. They can really turn into family instead of like your actual blood family, things like that. Hypaxia found an antidote for the parasite, or figured out a parasite like antidote, and Ethan had taken it and went to the den to face Sabine. Sabine kills the Prime Wolf after she brings in her niece as the Reaper and like shocks the entire pack. The Prime was going to name Ethan his heir. Sabine said heck no, killed the Prime, and was trying to kill Ethan as well, but he's in his newfound powers that he has, he managed to avoid getting killed and ends up killing Sabine together. So that threw me through a loop, and now I am at the part where Bryce Hunt and Bryce's parents are at the Northern Rift trying to open that, and the plan was to open the rift to Hell, but she ends up opening it back to the world where the Akatar series is in. So that's my wrap up so far. It might not be completely coherent, but that's just all that my brain can process at the moment. Oh, and Therian is married now to Flynn's sister. I can't remember if I mentioned that. And it's kind of just half-assed thrown in there. And he's being confronted by the River Queen's daughter after he has to go and talk to the River Queen to ask for her to take people in whenever shit goes down, pretty much. So I am going to eat my lunch and read and see how much I can get done, because I am at page 653 out of 835-ish. Yeah. And I would like to get this done. I've been reading this book longer than I would like to, and I have a live show for this on Saturday that I'm hosting, that I need to get this book done for. So into the book I go. It's a good thing I took off my eyeliner. This book has me crying.
And he's a lonely lad. Have you walked the hills of a Highland trail? All my friends are dead.
You guys, I like how I start this and Mocha's wanting to be a part of this. Ma'am, I am trying to do something. Excuse me, ma'am. How rude. Anyways, I finished it. My brain's kind of mushy. I keep going back and forth between, I'm not too sure if I want it to be 5 stars because it actually got an emotion out of me and lots of goosebumps, or 4.5. I'm gonna have to sit on it a bit more, but I honestly think it's probably gonna be a 5 stars. Yeah, 5 stars. I need to process a little bit more and then I'll officially come back to you. Okay, so to kind of talk through my thoughts a little bit. So Bryce summoned hell, the demons from hell and things like that. Before she did, she went back to the world that Akatar is based in to ask Nesta for the mask so she could summon the fallen that whose wings were sawed off by the Asteri, so they could help fight with the mech suits. And she also left her parents in the same world as collateral and to keep them safe. That was kind of gut-wrenching a little bit. And then she, after the big major battle scene, she ends up sacrificing herself in the end to save the world, and pretty much dies in the process, and then is brought back because Jessica sacrifices herself or makes a trade, which I thought was super sweet. It had me like tearing up. And the part where everyone was reacting to Bryce being dead, and then in the afterlife part, that whole scene made me cry. And it's the last couple of chapters gave me the warm and fuzzy feelings. You can definitely tell with this book that it's the closing story to Bryce and Hunt's, but just the way that Therian's story or plotline ended for the story, you can tell that it's going to be more of a spin-off based on like his plotline and the dragon's plotline because of her popping up again. I think the first half of the book, I definitely feel like it was a little bit slower paced, but I also wasn't reading it consistently because I am kind of book hopping a bit. So I feel like if I was solely focusing on this book, I would have had a bigger reaction to it. But really, thinking about all the detail that has been happening in this book. I really do feel like it is a 5-star read for me. I can see its faults, but I enjoy the action and the tying up loose ends and the Easter eggs that kind of go back and forth between all the worlds. I definitely do want to like try to finish the Throne of Glass series because I haven't finished that yet, and really kind of see what Easter eggs I can find in that series that pop up in this one. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. That's the end of this reading vlog. It took me long enough to do it, but I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my thought process in this spoiler-filled vlog. Let me know if you would like any more spoiler-filled vlogs in the future, which ones you would like to see me do. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to keep up to date with any new videos I come out with in the future. And until then, you guys.
She's a comfortable girl, and